What's going on, guys? I'm Jehovah, and I wanted to make a little video with you guys talking about E3. As you guys know, I'm one of the few people, I feel like I'm the only one that like really makes commentaries anymore. I don't know, I like doing it, I like talking to you guys. And I'm shit at games anyways, so what the fuck else am I gonna make, right? I just might as well talk to you anyways. So, E3. Unfortunately, I was invited to lots of stuff at E3 this year by different companies, EA, Ubisoft, you know, just all of them, Activision, all the big stuff to try out pretty much all the good games and everything. I was really excited. But my wife's friend had a wedding, and I ended up having to go to that. And you know, the year before that, we had Joel's wedding, and I already mentioned this to you guys before, but it seems like every year E3 is like a million other things going on at the same time. I haven't been able to make the last 2 years, and it makes me really sad. But I kept up with it as much as I could and have gone over some stuff since I've been home from that wedding, and just thought I kind of wanted to talk with you guys about it. I want the comments to be very active in this video. I want you guys to go down and tell me what you're most excited about from E3, your thoughts on the things that I'm going to talk about in this video that I'm excited about. What do you think is a flop, or what you think is going to be a flop, what you think is going to be great that maybe is underappreciated, you know, if something that you were looking forward to that was maybe left out of E3, anything and everything. I want it to be an E3 discussion. It's a very exciting time for gamers, right? It's like Nerd Christmas, kind of, but in the summer. You get to find out everything that's coming in the years to come, or maybe even sooner than that, and it's just really exciting. Anyway, so one of the people that presented was Bethesda, and they started off with some stuff, and I'm not going to lie, not much of their stuff. Well, actually, I guess there was two things that they touched on. One, a new Quake. And everybody kind of said that after they did Doom, like, they were probably going to do a new Quake as well. The rumor that a new Quake was going to come out was already a thing that I had heard. And sure enough, they showed a little teaser. It didn't show much, basically just says that Quake is coming. And I think the way that they kind of described it is, it said it's going to be a arena, let's see, described as a competitive multiplayer arena shooter. Duh, if you know what Quake is, that's what it is. So I'm excited for that. It says more will be revealed at QuakeCon in August. So there's I don't think there's a release date or anything else with that. Just a short teaser and that, but I'm excited. Quake is a lot of fun. I played a lot of the old Dooms, Quakes. I played a little bit of, not as much Unreal Tournament, but I played a little bit of that too, and all very similar, very fast-paced shooters, arena shooters, and so that should be cool. I'll be excited to see what they do with that, especially because Doom is like the new Doom. If you haven't tried it already, I did a Let's Play of the single player on my second channel. I've done some multiplayer videos on both channels of the beta and final release multiplayer, and that game's fucking great. So I love to see what they're gonna do with Quake. Another thing that Bethesda announced was Prey. And some of you guys might not even recognize that, or that might not have any significance to you, but Prey came out on the Xbox 360 a long-ass time ago. Don't know exactly what year or anything, and I remember I picked up this game, and I played through the campaign, and I really liked it. It was really fucking trippy. It's kind of like, there was kind of like spirit stuff involved in it, but also like aliens, and I'm pretty sure that I remember at some point in the game you're walking on the ceiling, and it was just like really trippy stuff for that time. You know, I guess there was other games doing similar stuff, but I just remember playing that game, and it kind of was making me trip balls. I was like, wow, this game is crazy. But anyway, so this is like it's not a re-release, it's not a remake, it's not, I'm pretty sure it's a sequel. I'm not really sure, actually, and to be honest, I watched the trailer, and it looks cool, but it doesn't look exactly, I don't know, it doesn't look the most similar thing. I don't know. I read this article about it that says that basically, you know, a sequel to Prey had been being worked on, and then they canceled it, and then it kind of got brought up again, and then it got canceled again. I don't know, it's one of those weird fucking things. So I'm kind of keeping an open mind about that. It could be good or it could be shit. I just remember enjoying the first one. So those were the things that came out from Bethesda that I was excited about. Microsoft's press conference was kind of interesting. They announced the what do they call it, the Microsoft Slim, or the Xbox Slim, Xbox One Slim, whatever you want to call it, which isn't very surprising. You know, I think the PlayStation, they announced the PlayStation 4K as well. It's a pretty normal thing from the Xbox 360 and the PS3. They did similar things. They released slimmer, bigger hard drives, faster, processors, whatever the fuck the technical terms are. And I think that's pretty much been a console standard for a while. They usually release a better console a few years down the road. So, that's kind of exciting. I'm not gonna lie. It's got I think a 2 terabyte hard drive, and it's smaller. It looks pretty nice, and it's supposed to be faster. So it's cool, but obviously it's not super exciting. What else? They announced, and then they announced Project Scorpio, which I think is about a year out. That they're gonna release basically a new console, but it's still an Xbox One. And it's supposed to be, quote-unquote, the most powerful console ever? I don't know. We'll see. Basically, it's so they can handle VR on an Xbox. And what I thought was kind of interesting is PlayStation came out and they were like, we're releasing VR this summer. Or not this summer, but this October. And our units that we've already sold are already powerful enough to handle that. So that was kind of kick to the teeth to Microsoft there. And I really think that that's a big deal in the whole... quote-unquote, if you want to call it the console war. Releasing VR on the console first is a huge deal. Sony really is doing a big thing by beating Microsoft to that, by releasing that. And I think their VR is only going to be $400, which isn't really that bad. I've got the Vive and it was $800. So for Sony to be able to release a VR headset for $400 already works on the consoles that everybody already owns. That's a big fucking deal. I know I'll be picking one up 100%. I'm really excited to see what console gaming brings to virtual reality, as I've had a really good experience with the Vive so far. So, Gears of War 4, they showed a little bit of campaign footage. It looked fucking sexy, but, mostly I'm excited for multiplayer on that. But I'm definitely going to be playing the campaign as well, so that was really cool to see. I'll be excited to play that, and they're really pushing this whole cross-platform. I guess it's not even really that. They're announcing it. Everything basically, you buy the game on Xbox One, you get it for Windows 10 PC, or vice versa. You buy it for Windows 10 PC, you also get it for Xbox One, which is really cool, in my opinion. Some things aren't so nice. Like some things you buy on console, and then you have to buy it again on PC, obviously. So that's really cool to see them do, and I'm excited for that. Also, let's see. Oh, Rare's new game, Sea of Thieves. They played like a little 4 or 5 player let's play demo of that, and it looks amazing. Not very many of my friends are into console gaming anymore at all, but I really hope that my friends want to check that out with me. As far as I know, it's only on Xbox right now. It would be great if it was also on Windows 10. But basically it's a pirate game. I've always said how awesome it would be if like a company like Rockstar would take a pirate theme and make a game similar to GTA. And I don't want to say it's necessarily that. It's not necessarily like a GTA pirate theme game, but it's a pirate theme game, and you battle other pirate ships. At the beginning, they're letting down the sail and doing all the little crew things that you would have to do to get a pirate ship ready to be seaworthy, and then they take it out and they engage in a full-on cannon battle with another pirate ship in an open sea. And after the damage of the battle is done, they're like down and they're trying to like patch holes in the wood of the ship that was damaged from cannonballs, and like they're taking on water and everybody's freaking out, and it just looks hilarious and it looks like a lot of fun. I really want to know how in depth that game goes. Like what is it going to be? Is it just going to be like multiplayer matches where you go out and battle other ships? I don't think so. Based on what the gameplay that they did show, I'd really like it to be some sort of, like the gold and stuff that you steal from other ships. Maybe you keep that, and kind of the whole objective would be to like be the richest pirate on the seas and stuff like that. If there's some sort of system like that, I think that would be amazing. Maybe there's hidden treasures, hidden around, and you have to do crazy exploring to be able to find that, and it would be actually really hard to find. It would be, I don't know, who knows where that game will go, but I'm really excited to see where Sea of Thieves, where that game goes and how it turns out. Let me see if I don't remember the release date on that. Let me look real quick. I want to say, I'm not seeing it here. I don't even know, to be honest, if there is a release date, but I'm hoping that would be at the end of this year. That would be really cool. I will definitely be checking that out. So that was the pretty much all the Xbox stuff that I was excited about. Ubisoft came out, and they had a really hilarious presentation about South Park: The Fractured But Whole, and which is the sequel to The Stick of Truth. I played through The Stick of Truth. I Let's Played it on my second channel. I had a hell of a lot of fun with it. Not really my style of game, to be honest. It's like a turn-based fighting. I don't even know what you would call it, but not my style of game. But I played through it because I love South Park, and it was like playing through your own personal episode of South Park. If you watch South Park, you have to give the game a try. Had a lot of fun. So anyways, The Fractured Butthole is definitely on my radar, and really excited for that. That looks really good. Let's see, what else did Ubisoft say or show? They showed the Ghost Recon Wildlands, and that looks really, really good. It's a very big open world sandbox style type game, and it looks like there could be lots of fun and shenanigans in that, so I'm looking forward to that game as well. Plus, I was a big Ghost Recon fan of some of the earlier titles, so shit, I can't even think of which ones, but there's so many Ghost Recon games, it's insane. But and then Sony was up, and like I said, they announced their VR. I think that was like a big thing for them to announce. Like I said, I think they pretty much stole the show with that, saying, hey, we're gonna have virtual reality in the homes this holiday, and the price point's $400. That's pretty fucking significant, and like I said, I'm excited to see what they have with that. The new Days Gone game that they showed looked pretty interesting. It's a new open world survival game. It looked crazy. There was all kinds of like it's another zombie survival game. I know there's a fucking million of them, but the zombies are like really, really, really fast. It looked like they were easy to kill, which could have just been the demo that they were showing for E3, but it seemed like you hit them with like one bullet and they would fall over, but there was like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of zombies, and they were fucking fast. It reminds me of that one movie. I can't even think of it, but there was a similar zombie movie that came out a while back that just the zombies were fucking fast as shit. But I don't know, that looked kind of cool. The announcement for Crash Bandicoot was really, really cool. Like the guy came walking out on the stage, and behind him there was like the shadow of Crash Bandicoot. And I played a lot of Crash when I was a kid. You know, I grew up on the PlayStation 2 and everything, so obviously I played some Crash, and they're remastering Crash Bandicoot 2 and Warped. So that should be cool. I haven't played those games in forever. It wasn't like my favorite game ever, but it's definitely some nostalgia seeing Crash again. So I'll definitely be trying those out probably. And that was about all that, you know, Sony unveiled that I was excited about. I guess everybody was really excited about like Spider-Man. I was like, whatever. And there's some Norman Reedus game coming out that looks fucking confusing that we don't really know anything about yet. But yeah, that's about all the things that I saw at E3. I think Call of Duty showed some single player. What the fuck do I care? I haven't played a single player in Call of Duty since like I don't even know. I don't think I even played through the campaign of Black Ops 2. So I mean it's been a long time since I've played or cared about a single player, a campaign in a Call of Duty game. I want to see what the multiplayer is going to be like. You guys know my opinions on it. I want boots to ground. I'm not too big on like space battles and stuff, so it's not likely that I'm going to be too into the multiplayer on Infinite Warfare, but I am very excited for the Call of Duty 4 Remastered, obviously. And they did announce that if you pre-order it on PlayStation, you get the campaign for Call of Duty 4 like a month earlier than the release date. So that's kind of cool. They showed a little bit more campaign footage of the Call of Duty 4 remaster, and it looks fucking sexy. Like, it looks super sexy, I'm not gonna lie. Definitely gonna be playing through that campaign, so I might have to pick it up on PS4 so I can do that like a month early. Maybe let's play it for you guys. Obviously, I'll be playing the multiplayer when it comes out. But, yeah, I think that's about all the E3 stuff that I wanted to talk about. Those are my thoughts. What are your all's thoughts? What are you most excited for? What don't you care about? And all that good stuff in the comments down below. I'll be reading through and replying and all that good shit. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later.